So guys, a lot of you have been asking, Auntie Donna, what are you doing for the victims of Hurricane Melissa that wreaked havoc and disaster in Jamaica, taking away a lot of lives? I'm here to say, guys, Auntie Donna is not collecting any sort of donation from anyone to give back to Jamaica for this Melissa disaster. I will personally be doing something huge for the victims of Melissa in Jamaica. And I don't know what day, but I will announce it. I'm personally gonna get stuff and go down there myself and hand them out and ensure that the persons who are supposed to be getting it get it.
The lady when named Auntie Donna talk slowly for no overstand me. Why would an entertainment company sign a charity organization? Just slow down on the brain and think about that. What's the benefit in signing her? You don't need to sign her. More than if you give her things, they give her things. And she got do what she do. Why would they sign a contract? Why would she be signed to that company? Donna, you wasn't doing charity when you signed that deal there. If you don't get 10 Heineken, you give her 5, and the liquor consignment is 5. If you don't get 100 case of cup soup, only give her 50, and sell back the wholesale at the shop them 50. Remember we know it go. If you don't get 100 bag of rice to give her, only give her 50, and sell back 50. Now so the house done out a Mountain View. Now so you buy the big ride and the something them. So all your day are going like you're this big disciple of God and this angel of God and this. You're not. You're a hustler. You are the devil's disciple. You are a money grabber, hustler. You're a tearer. That's why you get signed to the entertainment company. Because you was an interest. You can make more money for the company. So everything run through the company. Remember, me know about the GoFundMe account them and the whole of the something. Me know where the money go. Me can tell you who for name the GoFundMe did I go to. On the door I'm going to this part. Me know everything in a detail. How dare you, as a devil worshipper?
Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source News and Entertainment with a buzz. It seems as if Ish has hit the fan. It seems as if the works of the devil, wolf in a sheep clothing, is beginning to unravel. It seems as if what many persons with any sorts of sense and iota of sense thought before when them kinda assess and analyze Auntie Donna is now getting exposed by Footer Hype. It seems as if Footer Hype had some information which he was withholding because he was on the good side of these people, meaning Ramesh Entertainment Company, and Auntie Donna. Footer Hype is now spilling the beans. Footer Hype is now a person that is making everybody, the persons that did not know and the person that knew before, including myself, that were just quiet because people are going to say, a bad mind. Footer Hype is spilling the beans. Now, people, all along, I have been watching, not personally, because we see everything that is going on in our social media and we are streetwise. We're not in the category of vulnerable and gullible people. Used to say to myself, what is in it for Auntie Donna? Somebody from the garrison. Don't get it twisted. You can be from the garrison and have a kind heart, ordained by Christ, and just decide that you want to volunteer and help the poor. So I say this to say that persons who usually give to charitable organizations are usually billionaire, millionaire, the Bill Gates, the Buffett, persons like that, because they have more than enough and they have money to stone dog Them can get couple millions, couple billions, and still would not feel it. But a person from the garrison that is struggling herself has always been struggling. Sometimes them see the opportunity. Them know that people have kindness in them heart, and most importantly, they know that persons are vulnerable and gullible. So them know say if them a say them a do something in the name of Christ, kind of like Kevin Smith, kind of like Prophet Rowe, then people are so foolful. People are thinking that they are doing something good, and it is good to do something good. However, when you intend to do something good and it is going to bad, it makes absolutely no sorts of sense. It means that somebody is hustling. People like me say, all along I thought something was wrong. Don't know the specific, but me just a say. Something did not seem quite right. And in my opinion, I would tend to think that what Footer Hype is saying is so true. However, like I've said before, Jamaicans, when they have a cult following, when they have a whole bunch of sheep that is always in their defense, especially when these sheep don't want to seem as if they are foolish. Don't want to seem as if they've been taken, they've been shammed, they've been scammed, they've been bamboozled. They are always going to be in defense mode. However, there's one thing that always supersedes, always trumps over everything, is that the truth will always come to light. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. And it seems as if AD has been exposed, point blank and period.
Hear me and send up the government of Jamaica, we are asking you, please, when you get the international money from all them international countries, they are going to give the donation to help bring back Jamaica and build back Jamaica. When you can pass up on the money, please, me I beg you, don't take none out of the money. We are begging you, please. Me I beg you in Jesus' name. Please do not take none of the money where the international country them are going to send to Jamaica for the relief. Please, nobody take not even now 1 cent, much less $100. Me I beg you, please. The money, nobody take none out of it.
So by now, many of you would have seen that Jamaica has been hit by a Cat 5 hurricane. And in order to make it very easy for you to assist Jamaica, the government of Jamaica has set up an official website. It is supportjamaica.gov.jm. We've seen your prayers, we've seen your messages of support on social media, and that many of you would like to assist us in getting us back on our feet because it has caused a lot of widespread damage across Jamaica, and it's going to take a lot of efforts to get us back on our feet. Again, if you'd like to assist in the recovery process, there is an official website. It is supportjamaica.gov.jm. That's the only site that you should go to if you would officially like to assist Jamaica. Just want to say again, thank you to all of the well-wishers. We've seen it, and we'd like to say thank you.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a post that has been shared by DJ Sparks from Zip FM and then Dancehall superstar Vice Cartel, where they are sharing the official websites of Jamaica charity relief for Hurricane Melissa. Definitely needed. However, the questions that a lot of persons are going to ask, including myself, is this money, is this relief fund actually going to go 100% to the intended target, meaning that the persons that need it the most, infrastructure, to build back Jamaica at least to where it was pre-Hurricane Melissa? Or is this going to be going in the pockets of the wolves, the sheep, and the hyena? The wolf, the sheep, and the hyena, meaning politicians. Now, people, I am going to let you see a next video that also been circulating. And this video kind of echoed the sentiments of most Jamaicans of what they think about politicians in general. And this is not to be politicized. This is not about JLP or PNP. The JLP are the leaders of the country. The JLP are the ones that are facing the brunt of this right now. So therefore, in this case, they are the ones that are going to be getting this money, this fund, this hurricane relief. I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what this man has to say, just the edited version, and then I'll give my piece.
The hurricane relief funds that's sent from overseas. Let me tell you something. You see these politicians in Jamaica, they've been stealing hurricane money for years. Let me take you back to 2004 with Hurricane Ivan passed across Jamaica and ravaged the island. The government of Jamaica at that time got millions of United States dollars from America, millions of pounds and all types of money from the UK and the European Unions and even Japan. They got money from Japan. All those money equated to billions of Jamaican dollars back in 2004. And I was always curious at that time, where's the money? At that time, I was kind of curious, but like, look at all this money that they got. Like, where the resources? Why aren't the roads being fixed? Nothing is being done. The gullies aren't being cleaned. The trenches. Where is the money? It's always been a thing that set in my mind back then, years ago. Where was the money? Billions of Jamaican dollars, millions of US and pound sterling that they got from all time. Let me tell you something, people. When hurricanes pass in Jamaica, it's like cash out for Jamaican politicians. It's a cash opportunity for them. Because to this day, I've never met a Jamaican person that said, hey, the hurricane passed and I got a check for 2 cents. I've never met one in my life. Never have I met a Jamaican person that says, the money that was sent by the US or England or Japan or the UNICEF or wherever, I got 2 cents out of it so I could buy a soap or a washcloth or nothing.
So people, that was the edited version of what that man had to say. I think his name on TikTok is Big Muscle Travel and Adventure. You can go and check him out. That is where the footage is coming from. You can listen to his full video. Now people, here's the thing. And again, this is not politics. However, I know that these jackasses that hate when persons start the truth. So therefore, them might jump up in the comment section, never have anything constructive to say, but they're always trying to defend their crooked politician because they are probably beneficiaries of the proceeds of corruption. So therefore, we understand the game recognized game. We have to look at the psyche of politicians. Most politicians that went into politics, it is not because they have a vested interest in caring. It is because them know it is the biggest hustle for decades. It is the way that you can commit crimes and get away with it because everybody is stealing. From one extent to the next, everybody is in it for themselves. Everybody is in it for their ulterior motive, meaning personal, financial gain. So it was never about the people. There's a thing that I always speak about. It is that you cannot hustle in tranquility and calm. So therefore, after the calm, before the storm, after the storm, this is the appropriate, ideal time to hustle because a whole lot of persons, locally and internationally, are going to feel sympathetic, are going to see Jamaica's real plights. However, who are they going to send the money to? Who you think they are going to trust? They are going to trust the government because they have said to themselves, well, the people vote them in through a democratic process, so therefore they can't be too bad. Well, the truth and the fact is that Jamaica, and again, not JLP or PNP, both are just crooks. That is their motive, that is their intention from day one. So I say this to say that whenever you're going to send these money, send these relief packages, it is like having the wolf, the sheep, and the hyena watching the chicken coop. Whenever they get what they get, we're going to come back to see nothing but feathers, wishbone, and also bones. So you would be wishing on a star, thinking that you're going to send this money, and these crooks by nature, natural instincts of thievery, are going to put this money to where it is going to go. So if all of the relief that we got could fix back everything to square one where it was, because after all, that is the intention. We have to think again. This is going to set back Jamaica a couple decades, maybe at least a decade, maybe 2 decades, when these people get them little teeth in tentacle upon the money. And if you think otherwise, and if you think I am just saying this to be politicized, you are thinking something else. You have your head up your ass. That is what these people do. It is in their natural instincts. They are going to do what is beneficial for them. So we saw that Mr. Vegas came out and he's saying that, boy, him lose half of the PNP again and again. This is not a PNP thing. This is a sensible thing. This is what most persons think, whether they are associated, affiliated with any sort of party. Mr. Vegas again, Starch JLP is defending the JLP, saying that the PNP is spreading rumor. The PNP is hindering persons from giving because they are putting out a bad taste in a person's mouth that the leaders of the country, the JLP, is going to thief the relief fund and cash. I want you to take a look to exactly what Mr. Vegas has to say in his defense of the JLP, and then I'll give my piece.
Just when we think that the comrade them can go any lower, them disappoint me. They can go lower. Imagine we just had one of the worst hurricane in our history. And places are totally decimated. Totally. Some people lost everything. And we are getting ready to start the rebuilding process, the recovery process. The water not even second yet, or run off yet. Some places still a flood. See? I would think so the comrade them would just cancel them political argument and partisan argument and say, yo, we could just come together and support the cause to rebuild Jamaica. Instead, them out there say people now want to send money come give the government because the government are criminal, the government corrupt. Now that is a deterrence them a put forward, a means of deterrence, Because when you ever say government corrupt, so not send no money to the government. And the government are the main organization to deal with what's happening in Jamaica. What that means? It means that you're not gonna send nothing come get nobody because you're afraid my government thief your money.
So people, that is Mr. Vegas. And while I understand, the big picture is that Jamaica needs help, and Jamaica don't need persons to be hindered from assisting financially or whatever way that they can. However, persons must know the reality of where their hard working money is going to. If it is going to the intended target, or is it going to these greedy, corrupted politicians? And that is a very high possibility. So therefore, persons at least have been pre-warned that, listen, if you're going to give to charitable organization in which 100% after you take out paying the employees and all of that is going towards the cause and not towards lining some greedy politician pocket that have been greedy by nature. It is in their natural instinct. That is their job title. That is what they've been doing for decades. So therefore, you learn from the past and know what to expect in the future. You're going to get robbed. You're going to get scammed. Little bit of the money, minority of the money is going to go towards the cause. And that is not the reason for a relief or giving funds towards person that needs it most. In my opinion, if I am going to give, I am going to give to charities that I know these persons already have money. And again, not to say that persons that are broke cannot have charitable organization, them have a good heart and just want to see persons get better. So Mr. Shaggy made a post, and this is exactly what Shaggy post look like. I want you to take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Everybody, this is Shaggy. I'm on my way to Jamaica. Just going out with some supplies. Rubber, water, stuff like that. We also have the bay of the plane filled with supplies, of course.
Now, people, when we talk about persons that have a kind heart, the Shaggy Foundation is one of those foundations where they've been doing it for years and decades, donating millions of Jamaican, millions of US towards any sorts of charitable organization that need it. So therefore, we know that he has a track record of being honest. He has a track record of being kind. So therefore, when we send our money to people like this, then we kind of feel comfortable. An next person that we can also trust is Sean Paul. I want you to take a look at exactly what Sean Paul had to say when he was telling us that he was going to donate match for match 50,000 US dollar. So when you talk about 50,000 US dollars, we're speaking about 7.5 million Jamaican or so, if my maths is correct. I want you to take a listen, take a look at exactly what Sean Paul had to say, and then I'll give my piece. So people, you heard what Sean Paul had to say, and again, a person that have a track record of being honest, a person that have a track record of having a good heart. Shaggy don't need any money. Shaggy is a millionaire Jamaican style. Sean Paul, same thing. Kind people, good-hearted people. These are the persons that if you're going to donate your hard-working money, you should donate it to because you know that their charity is legit. When it comes to the government of Jamaica, whether it was PNP or JLP, there is nothing legitimate. There is nothing honest about any politician that I've ever known. So just make that sink in. And even though they are the persons that are managing the public's purse, we're only doing it because of default, because we have no other choice. Some of us nominated them, some of us voted for them, some of us, including myself, didn't, whether it was PNP or JLP again. So people, may just say, whenever you're given the fact that you work hard for your money, or even if it come easy like 1, 2, 3, putting money in bad places is a bad idea. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.